On a Thursday afternoon in Mendon, Massachusetts, the second matchup of the season between the Barrington Bengals and the BCA Eagles. These two teams met in, I think, October in St. Andrews. Essentially a neutral site game. BCA came out on top 76-41. Number 22 there, he fouled a Conway towards the end of the game, brutally, causing him to go flying in the air. I still haven't forgotten about that. BCA undefeated on the year, haven't won a game by less than 10 points. Barrington come into this game as heavy underdogs, but in the wild world of sports, you never know. Here we go. Cardinale wins the tip-off, gets it to Costello. Now Ben Bichet gets it over to Brady Moraes. Now takes it again the corner. 22 on him. Over to Morgan. Costello. Corner. Back out to Romero. Moraes is 3. Bricks off. Oh, by the way, I said Morgan. It was Jack Romero. Number 1 now. Past half court. About 20 seconds in the game. Now 22. Puts up a 3. Barrington strikes first. Now Moraes trying to get BCA on track. Goes Romero. Now takes it again. Drives right up. Now Costello puts up a 3, and we're tied right back up. Lucas Costello Bronco, the king of threes. Now number 1. Gets it over the 22. Moves to his right. Defended by Moraes. Looking. Still has it, trying to shovel it over to someone, defending very well. These Eagles defense swarms people whenever they get the ball. Somehow gets that shot off and almost scored. What a play that would have been. Now Moraes, paint, shot, got it. Eagles lead for the first time this game with 6:45 to go in the first quarter. Now 1, nobody in the area. But Costello on watch down. Now he's on him. They both move to the right. Now 22. To his left. 32 with Cardinale on him. 20 on the shot clock. 32. Misses the shot. Moraes with a great jumping rebound. Right over 21 and 10. Now drives up. Costello. 3-pointer. Almost put it through. Went in and out. And now 21 has to fight for it. He stepped out of bounds. And that will be BCA ball. Moraes will inbound it. Eagles up 5-3 with 6:15 to go in the first quarter. He's got Costello in the corner. Over to Bichet. Moves to his right. Now Moraes. 3. Got it! 8-3 BCA. About 2 minutes into this game. Reaching that mark about now. Number 22 has it. Defended by Romero. Steps to his left. Over the 32, just beyond the free throw line. Driving forward a bit, twirling around, and it's a travel. He definitely looked like he took a step there. The refs agree with me. And that'll be Eagle ball. 8 unanswered points in the last minute and a half. Trying to add on to that here. Here's Moraes. Down to Bichet. Costello. Cardinale in the paint. Now Romero's 3. Bricks and a pouncing rebound by Bichet. Moraes was open, puts a 3 up, but it bricks, and a little popping up. Couldn't quite see what happened there. They're going to say it was out of bounds on BCA. All their players walked to the other end of the court. And it's Bengal ball. Trying to avoid playing like their Cincinnati NFL counterparts. Now number 1, defended by Costello. Just standing there for a moment. Now moves to his left, steps back a bit. 23 on the clock. Now over to 32. Drives forward into the paint. What a score would that have been, but 10 is there to pick it up. He can't put it through. 32 rebounds it. Paint. Well-timed shot, it scores. I don't know if the camera caught it, but you heard it from me. He scored, and it's 8-5 with 4:58 to go in the first. Costello. Moraes, he was open, but he got it back to Romero. Now Costello, corner, 3. Got, oh no, he missed it. I completely sold that. Now number 1 puts up a 3, and we're tied up at 8. The Bengals showing up more than we could have anticipated in the first half of the first quarter. Now Moraes. Over Romero, now Bichet takes it. Costello, Moraes, corner, 3. Shot too far, and that pops off 22. Romero argues he didn't touch it. The refs agree. And Moraes will inbound it. It just popped off his arms, similar to how Afama Nabengwa did when he fouled him. Now Romero gets in the paint quickly and scores. Love to see it from Jack Romero. Got there as quick as possible. Within a second of the inbound, they had already taken the lead back. Now 22 with a man in the minute on it. Moves to his left. Now back. Still stays with it. That looked like a travel. They call it a jump ball. That's going to be Barrington possession under high school basketball rules. Yeah, there are some very interesting high school basketball rules, like the one I learned recently where you can't advance it after a timeout. Number 1 just missed that 3. Now a little scramble. Barrington got it back where they shouldn't have. Now 22. Cardinale couldn't handle it. 32 with Moraes on him. 3:50 in the first quarter. Misses that shot badly. Bichet makes the good decision not to go after it. And BCA will get the ball, leading by 2. Passive defense on each team so far. No full courts. Here's Romero. What a pass to Cardinale. Now Moraes. It just barely misses the 3. Went in and out. A little scramble. And they're going to say it's white ball. That one could have gone either way. But the ref trusts his gut in his eye. And with 3:32, the Eagles remain with possession. Here's Costello. Romero on the paint. What a pass. What a corral and what a score. Absolutely brilliant from both Romero and Cardinale. That's 12-8. Now number 1. Costello, the only man in the air. Gets it over to 32. Cardinale near him, and Costello swats it out. Cardinale picks it up. A great heads-up defensive play by Lucas Costello-Bronco. Now Romero over the race. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Here's Costello. Back to Moraes. Driving forward. Paint. Shot. Missed it, but Cardinale's there to rebound it and put it in the hoop. He ends up on the ground after an amazing score. Almost a dunk, but his arm didn't go down all the way. There's a little mess on the floor, which I think caused him to slip as he came down to the ground after scoring. And we'll take a break. And the short intermission is over. Still no timeouts, though, taken by either team in this first quarter. After 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Here's number 1 with Costello on him. Gets it over to 32. Moves to his right. Now 22. Cuts the lead in half. 14-11. This game so far has stayed far more competitive than the last meeting of these teams. Here's Costello. Over Romero. Now Moraes. Morgan, who came in for Bichet, gets it over to Romero. Now here's Moraes. He's fouled. Are they going to count the shot? They don't seem to be counting the shot. He was fouled about half a second. Oh, they do. He's going from the line now. He'll get a chance to make it a 6-point game. He has scored point after point this game. I think he scored like 13 points or something. I don't have a stat keeper nearby though. And it's going to be Barrington ball. As we remember, he was taken out in the first quarter in the last meeting of these two teams. Put back in about 2 minutes left in the game. Here's Romero down the court to get it back to number 1. Here's 1, puts up a 3, misses it short. Morgan rebounds it briefly, stays with it, and gets it all to the Moraes. Oh, that pass is swatted away by 22, who's been their best player this game. He couldn't corral it enough, though, and that's going to be BCA ball. Still a great effort by number 22. He barely got any playing time in the last meeting. But I guess he's been playing really good the times he's played, and they've been putting it in more. Moraes again, puts up a 3. Bricks in 22. As always there to rebound. What a one-handed pass over to number 1. They're going to call it a backcourt violation, though. Number 1 was behind the line, it seems. And the Eagles get a break with 1:48 to go in the first quarter. tightly played match so far. Now Moraes taking it. You can't see him taking it, but he is taking it. Gets it over to Romero, jumped and got it. Now Costello, back to Moraes. Directing traffic. Now Costello drives forward past 21. That would have been an excellent score had he been able to put it through. And now it's a jump ball, and that's going to be BCA ball still. It's another signal I've learned to memorize. It's like learning a new language, the jump ball one. Moraes looking, a beauty pass to Romero. Now Morgan gets it to Costello. Unable to sink the three. Moraes on the rebound. Oh, look at that. Couldn't sink it through, but he'll still get a good opportunity for 2 points after missing his last free throw, which was the first foul of the game. This is the second one. Whoever ends up in the paint a lot is going to get fouled a lot, but it doesn't seem like Barrington has done the thing the other teams have done a lot, and that's when Cardinale gets the ball in the paint, they foul. Moraes hits the first shot after my little yap session, and it's 17-11. Second shot doesn't go through. There's a violation on 32, and he's going to get another shot. Can't let things like that happen. Even if it's just 1 point, you never know what that 1 point can mean. You cannot be gifting other teams points. Cheerleader is ready to erupt if he makes it. So are about 100 others in this building. Puts it through. And it's 18-11. Now here's one. Gets it over to 32. Moraes is on him, trying to get past him. He's unable to do that. Ball goes through a couple guys' legs and ends up in the hands of Moraes. Now here's Romero. Beautiful play by Jack Romero. Got behind the enemy lines unscathed, and it's 20-11. Now here's one over the 22. A good pass that was, and his floater goes through. He hasn't missed a shot yet this game, and it's a 7-point game again with 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Now Moraes with Morgan just trailing and puts a three up quickly. Doesn't sink it. Unexpected shot decision. He was in the booth during the JV game and criticized some of the JV players doing that a couple times as number one misses his three. And the Eagles get it right back. Moraes again. Over Romero. Now Moraes. 22 left in the first quarter. Here's Costello. No shot clock on. Will they use this as the final possession of the quarter, up by 7? 11 seconds left now. Here's Romero. 7 seconds. Cardinale. Paint. Shot. Foul, and he scores. It's an and one with 3.2 in the first quarter. And slowly but surely, it seems the Eagles are starting to pull more and more ahead each passing minute. This shot would bring it to 10. Missed it, and 21 rebounds in. Now it's going to be the quarter. Looked for a second like Romero was going to get to it. But the last 22-13 after one. Second quarter ready to start just about now. Eagles exit their huddle, and Barrington with just a bit more to talk about. As we see by the score, take a few seconds longer. And now we're ready to go. Number one will take it. Barrington ball. After the Eagles won the opening tip-off of the game. Gets it over the 22. Interesting to see the defensive strategy this game. We've seen the Eagles go full court press early on, late a lot this season. Pretty blatant foul there, even from this far away. But it seems they've just adapted to locking down the other side of the court of this game. And hence, 13 points ain't that much. Especially when the man with the ball right now has been able to put up a lot of points. It's a good shooter. Puts that one through. And he still hasn't missed a shot in this game. This one goes through, and it's a 7-point game. Braden Moraes going to take it past half court. Number 1 on him. Now Morgan gets it back to Moraes. Going right beyond the line in the paint. That pass didn't quite go as intended. It hit Cardinale last, and Barrington catch a break. It's not very often you see somebody throw it over Michael Cardinale, but we saw it there. Now number 1, Costello on him, gets past him with the screen. Now 10-21 shot scores. And Barrington has scored 4 entire unanswered points. Now Moraes over to Morgan, looking, getting it over to Romero. Moraes again. Morgan, corner, 3, bricked it. Those corner 3s just not hitting for BCA today. Every time I see someone right near me, they miss. Here's number 1. Defended by Costello very well, but he somehow gets it to 10. Good defense. Gets by him, and the block by Cardinale. Still ends up in the hands of Barrington, and 10 is there to just miss a shot. And a deep pass over to Romero. That's the second time he's gone past the defense this game, but they got to him quicker this time. Cardinale misses the shot. Claps in frustration. You don't see that happen very often, do you? Here's one, puts up a 3, and he missed it. Cardinale rebounds it. Costello's open. Instead they get it to Moraes cautiously. Now Morgan with 22 on him. He gets it back to Moraes. 6:15 and a half. And a little deflection, but it ends up in the hands of Costello. Now Moraes. Little scramble. Romero comes down with it after 10. Blocked it out for a bit. Moraes' 3 goes through. Eagles back on the board for the first time this quarter. It's an 8-point lead again. Defense chance erupting out. Number 1 gets all 3 points back in the span of 7 seconds. 25-20. Seems like we got some real good basketball going on today. Now here's Costello. Moraes. Corner now driving up a bit, twirling around. His beautiful move, and he's got an M1 to show for it. What a play by Braden Moraes. If he adds on, we'll make it an 8-point game with 5:30 and a half. Morgan comes out for Boucher. Shot goes in and out, and I couldn't tell who rebounded it. Somebody fouled somebody there. Ref was in my way. But alas, he made me know what happened. It was a foul on Michael Cardinale. My guess is a Barrington player tried to get the ball, and he reached in a little bit too far. I know, very far-fetched. Where's he going? He just left. We'll go in intermission until this match starts back up. That took about 1 second of intermission. I don't know. Maybe he's bleeding or something. I don't know what this is about. And we resume play after a 20-second delay. Now here's number 1. Moves to his right. Gets it over the 32. Now takes it again. Nobody quite near him. Costello zoning him out though. Short pass to 22. Trying to get past Romero. I don't know what happened. I think it was an offensive foul because all of a sudden we have the ball back. I don't know all the signals. Now here's Moraes getting it over to Romero. 5:07 and a half. Over to Romero. Now Costello. Back out to Moraes. Driving up into the paint. And he loses the ball. Keith gets it again. And Cardinale puts it through. And it's a 9-point Eagle lead, just what it was when the quarter began. Now number 1. Steps back a bit. 10 with a one-handed catch. Gets it over the 32. Somehow they got it past Moraes there. Now number 1. There's 20 seconds on the shot clock. 23. And Moraes with a steal. And it looks like he's going to get 2 points here. He doesn't, but he's fouled, and he'll get 2 shots. They always got to foul to ruin a great play. Those breakaways, whether it's hockey, basketball, soccer, whatever, are some of the most satisfying plays in sports. But here, he'll just have to get those 2 points via undefended free throws. Shot it a little too far. I feel like we've been seeing a lot of that today from both teams. He is able to get 1 of those 2 points. About half accounts for a great play he made. Now here's number 1. 4:22 and a half. Over the 23, a floating pass. 23 is blocked by Cardinale. It'll still remain Barrington ball, but you love to see the block. Everyone knows it's a great play, even if they just get to inbound again. 23 is open. Boucher got to him quickly. 10 almost loses it, gets it over to 23, now 22. Pushes off Boucher, moves to his left, and forward, twirls, shoots, misses. Cardinale rebounds. It was a great play until the shot, as they say. Here's Moraes. 21 is back, and a whistle blows. It's a travel by Braden Moraes. Seems to almost be laughing about that one, though I could only see from behind him. Now here's number 1 with 3:45 and a half. And that pass was a little too high. It ends up in the hands of the BCA Eagles. Now here's Moraes, charging like a bull, and he shot too far. And too high. Number 1 now. Moves to his left, defended by Costello. Puts it over to 32. A great play by 32. And another block. Remains Barrington ball. And once again, the Bengals are unable to capitalize on a satisfying play. Number 10, Cardinale with his arms wide open, where the semicircle sometimes is. He took too long, didn't get it off in time, and the Eagles catch a break. Should have realized why I had to say a kind of long sentence and wait a little bit, that was going to be a violation. Here's Moraes in the paint, gets it to Romero. Jack attack! It's a 13-point game. And a timeout taken. Timeout comes to a close, 3:06 and a half. Number 10 will inbound it. Yeah, of course we are. Right in there. To number 1. Not much in terms of changing up defensive strategy by either team so far. Number 1 loses it briefly. That could end up on a loss later in the play, even though they keep the ball. Allowed the Eagle defense to reposition just in time, and look at that. I was right. Love being right. Here's Moraes. Over Romero. Interesting pass there. What a play we have going on. Couldn't finish it though, but Moraes is there to miss. Cardinale trying to rebound it. Finally, they finish it. You can always count on Cardinale to make the play for us. Here's number 1. There are 2 minutes and 22 seconds in the first half. Loses it briefly. Costello playing good defense, trying to swat out again. I think the ref is ruined. He made a little too much contact there. 30 white. And that's just what they say. Said it loud and clear. 30 white. Morgan is there preparing to come in for Costello. .22 racing up quickly and taking the inbound. Now over to number 1. They got to get something going on offense. Here's 10. Try and start that. Push it through, and it's a 13-point game. I think they'll come out pressing in the second half, Barrington. Or maybe that's just not something they do. Oh, they didn't even see Moraes there, and he scores! He just kind of camped out where 21 sitting right there. Was able to position him greatly and capitalize. Now over the 21. 10 again, twirling, getting it to number 1 with Morgan and BCA. Over the 23, puts a 3 and misses it to his left hand low. 21 with a great rebound. Well, almost rebound. Great effort. He managed to pop it up in the air. But it landed in a cheerleader pom-pom instead of the player's hands. And that's a timeout by Dan Moraes. Well, given the events that occurred after that test, I probably not should do that again. Oh, I resumed it. That last part, last few seconds are on camera now. Hopefully not all of it, because that'd be too long. I don't want to edit it out. My phone fell. I assume that's what happened. Now here's BCA. Gets it over the Cardinale beyond the three-point line. 1:15 and a half. Now Morgan. Back to Romero. Moraes in the corner, drives forward in the paint, shoots and scores. And it's a 17-point Eagle lead. If I had my money on it, I'd say that 10-point win streak is going to continue today. Here's 22, defended by Morgan. He briefly swats it out, but he's able to keep it with him. Now number 1. I'd say he is the star of the team. 46 seconds. Number 1 tipped off Moraes, but somehow almost made it. And 22 couldn't come down with the pass from number 10. And with 39.9 seconds and a 39-22 lead, the Eagles will get the ball back. Now here's Romero getting it back to Moraes. Directing traffic a bit. Trying to get someone open. That's just what he gets. Jack Romero. Oh, what a pass. What a catch. But he couldn't put the shot down. I think they blocked it. Now here's 22 racing forward. Now number 1. Same exact situation as his last shot. Moraes barely deflected it. Still almost made it. And this is the final possession of the half. 8 seconds. Here's BCA. Romero, Moraes, corner, 3, and an uppercut, and now he's there to put it in at the buzzer. Santa Maria, what a way to end the half. 41-22, and we go in the break. Second half comes to a start. 41-22 BCA. Jack Romero will take it. Eagles now scoring on that side of the court. And Barrington on the near side. Gives it to Moraes with number 1 near him and 5 seconds into this set. Moraes in the corner. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to rule Barrington ball. Usually those end up right back in the hands of the guy who had it. But not this time. Seems the Eagles are playing some kind of full court press now. Getting it over to number 1 with BCA in the area. Moves to his left a bit. Now gets it over the 22. Right beyond the line, now driving forward, and he's blocked. It's going to remain Barrington ball. But Michael Cardinale with his 3rd block of the game. I really wish I had a stat keeper near me so I could know the specific things. Here's 23, misses well short, recovered by the other 23, Braden Moraes. Takes it past half court. Oh, Costello's wide open, but he missed the 3. Cardinale rebounded it, gets it over to Moraes, who shoots and scores. So, looked like they were going to get 3 points out of it, but they'll settle for 2. And they lead by 20. This game slowly slipping out of the hands of Barrington, and BCA's defense only the more aggressive 23 bobbles it. Getting it over the number 1. Now 22. Shoots a 3. Almost hit that somehow. He had about 3 defenders on him, and Romero scores! For the 3rd time this game, he breaks past the Barrington defense and puts 2 points on the board. And almost comes up with a steal, but Moraes gets instead after a scramble. Romero again! How about that? His 2nd time, about 10 seconds. Putting a layup through. That's a 25-point Eagle lead. Now here's 1. Gets it over the 22. BCA in the area. Costello not too far away. Now number 1. over the 23, who had to jump to corral it. 18 on the shot clock. 22's three. Misses, and a little popping in the air. Ends up back in the hands of 23. Now number 1 puts up a 3 and misses. 21 rebound and missed, and now 10 rebounds and missed. A disastrous play for the Barrington Bengals. Now here's Moraes, defended by number 1. 5:45 in the quarter. Oh, look at that! Look at that! What a play by Brandon Moraes. Tossed it into the air, picked it right back up, and scored. Whether he did that intentional or not, it's all the same amount miraculous. Now here's 21. Over the 23, puts up a 3, missed it. Moraes with a rebound, one-handed. Driving forward. Over Romero, who puts a 3. Jack Romero is reeking in this quarter. Timeout's coming to an end. The Eagles lead by 30. As me and him over here just discuss. It's so zoomed in on your face. Now 21 receives and gets it over the number 1. Barrington desperate to get something going, or perhaps they'll just take their starters off, as it seems they're already doing. Put in the bench and just let the game die where it belongs. And Varsity almost stood up at 20. What a weird shot would that have been. Interesting angle he's showing from. Here's Moraes. He's fouled, I think. Yes. Because he ended up on the ground. Contact was made. I just couldn't quite see it because the guy in nice clothes walked past me. Someone who looked like he belongs in like Amazon, like as a major employee, CEO. Puts the first shot through, and it's a 31-point game with 4:47 in the quarter. And he gets his money's worth out of that play with both points. And it's 54-22. Now here's number 1. 22 has it now in the corner to 20, and it's blocked again. Cardinale doing that all game. Now here's Boucher over the Costello, puts up a 3, got it! Brilliant turnaround by the BCA Eagles. 57-22. Now here's number 1. I suspect sometimes towards the end of this quarter and the beginning of the second quarter, Justin Morgan prepares to come in, but I think we'll see a Famway and Ben. They're both here today. Here's number 20 over the 22. Yep, there's Ben Faraz on the bench, ready to come in. It was 22, puts a 3 down. The last time these two teams faced, Manuel Botrus also came in. He is not here today. Now here's Moraes. Somehow keeps in bounds over the Cardinale. Couldn't finish though. Would have been a very satisfactory score for the BCA Eagles. Now here's 1 over the 22. We'll just call him Adam Morrison. Gets back to 1. Moves to his left a bit, steps back. Now over the 22. It looked like he was getting it to 11, just a pump fake. Now here's 20. Shoots. Misses that shot. Pops in the air. It ends up in the hands of Cardinale. Now here's Moraes. Over the Romero. Moraes with the pass to Cardinale. He's fouled. Misses the shot. The last JV game I recorded was unable to be aired on the YouTube page, even privately, because I deleted it before Coach Jeff could get it in time. I'll not make that mistake with this game now. That's my message to you, Coach Jeff, if you watch the whole thing. Here's Cardinale on his first shot, puts it through. And it's 58-25. Boucher and Costello Bronco come out, and Justin Morgan and Ben Faraz come in. I believe we'll be seeing a Famway and a Bangor shortly. And then there's still plenty of other guys on that bench we can put in. Including... Here's number 22. Lobbing pass over the 21. A great play by the Bengals until the shot, at least. That was some shot by number 11. We can only laugh about it now. Here's Morgan. over the Moraes. Takes it again, defended by Level. Lobbing pass over the Cardinale. Romero open in the corner. Nobody finding him yet. Moraes tried to shoot the three himself. Went in and out. Now over the 20. Who is going to miss? I think there might have been a foul on that play, I can't lie. It looked to me like some contact. I also heard some contact. Maybe that was just somebody else reenacting it right after. That's a foul. They're going to call it on the Bengals. Their fans still cheer the good defense, even though it resulted in a foul. But, you know, everyone's a winner, aren't they? Moraes moves over slightly to his right before inbounding it. Seems Barrington has given up on winning this game here in the third quarter. Over to Morgan in the corner. You can barely tell it's him because of his shoes. Here's Moraes over the Cardinale. Paint, shot, got it. 60 points, and we still have 2 minutes in the third quarter. 60 points. And of course, they scored 76 in their last meeting against Barrington. It looked like this one was going to be closer for a while, but Barrington just completely lost the wheels. They even scored first. I think they scored first in the last meeting, too. I think it was 3-0 both times. Here's Morgan out to Romero. Jump pass over the Moraes, who gets past all of the defense and scores! 62-25. Yes, it's a 37-point game. I can't even tell what number he is. All I know is he was just absolutely fabulously blocked by Jack Romero. He was number 10. Heads up defensive play by Romero. Love to see it. 10 looking. Doesn't want to commit another violation, but they do. That's their second 4-second violation of the game. You hardly even see that once. Never mind twice. But it goes to show how great this BCA defense is. Even when the other teams, the opponents, are able to shoot for good percentages, they barely get to shoot because the defense swarms them quickly. Now here's Murray, shoots a three-pointer and misses for Oz. Brilliant rebound, gets it over to Morgan. Shot clock resets. Now Morgan again, looking, getting it over to Romero. 57 seconds in the quarter. Romero, Cardinale paint, and you can put it on the board. Yes. Now here's number one. Moves to his right a bit, drives forward, now steps back, and that pass is broken up and picked off by the BCA Eagles. Romero, unbelievable play. The fifth or fourth, we'll just say fifth for the extra glamour time he's done that today. Now here's one, and a 41-point game. Gets it over the 10, lobs it, and misses. 45 misses. Ends up in the hands of Braden Moraes. Moraes still has it with 9 seconds in the quarter. Lobs it over the Cardinale, and the same exact thing is happening again. It's an and one. And something I alluded to earlier. I said they haven't swarmed Cardinale in the paint and fouled him a lot. Well, I mean, even though they fouled him there, I'd say that remains true for most of this game because he has scored a lot of points. They just haven't defended him well enough, and the score would be a lot closer if it wasn't for that. Looking for the M1 completion. Puts it through. 69 points in 3 quarters for BCA. And 45 is going to try and shoot the buzzer. And he almost did it. Like Cardinale did at the end of the first quarter at 69-25 after 3. We go to the fourth quarter in a 44-point game. Interested to see what the BCA squad ends up in this fourth quarter. I doubt we'll see a single person who started the game. A little off. 3 of the usual starters in Ben Bechet, Lucas Castello-Bronco, and Justin Morgan, and then Ben Faraz, who was in at the end of the third quarter, and Izaki Ribeiro come in. He's been coming in a lot more in the recent games. Gets it over the 40. Rumbling it over the 20. Now 3. Puts a 3 up. Misses. Man, they just haven't made a shot. They scored 3 points in the third quarter, by the way. 3 points. Or was it 2 points? Costello, now Morgan. Punt fakes, gets it back to Skell, who's wide open for a 3, but misses to his left. 22 rebounds it. Their offense just has completely gone, not cold, silent. Now here's 22, gets it over the 3. They just keep missing shots, and they do it again. Can't tell what's going on. Oh, shocker, it's BCA ball. Here's Ben Bechet. Steps back a bit. Now Morgan in the corner, gets it over to Costello. Loses it briefly, comes back to it. Faraz's 3 goes through! He's got himself on the board, and Steve Kerr on the sideline calls a timeout. Timeout comes to a close, 6:54 remain in the game. They're all the way on that end of the court. Number 3, gonna take it past half court. Moves to his right a bit. 20 is open. Morgan gets in the air quickly, and Costello. Oh, look at the holy roller. Still rolling. Oh, 10. Trying to get himself a highlight reel play this game. Now 22. Puts up a 3. And he's unable to finish it. You'd think their best shooting would result in one of the more interesting plays we've seen this 2026 Satisfactory as Morgan misses a 3. Froz rebounds it. Costello right outside the free throw line to Bechet's foul. What started as a close game is going to end up being a far worse blowout than the last meeting of these two teams back in St. Andrews. Ben Bechet will look to get his first free throws of the game. Perfect avail, 73-25. Costello comes out and Johnny Pepka comes in the game. Congratulated by Ben Faraz. In the same area 22 is in. Why is he standing in between them like that? Does he have to stand there? Shot goes through. And it's a 49-point Eagle lead. In fact, I think this is their biggest blowout of the season. Even now, here's number 40. And 22 bobbles it a bit, recovers. Like he was Deshaun Jackson. Does it again, but this time it ends up in the hands of the defensive man, Ben Frost, trying to make a similar play to the end of last game. Hey, scores. What I'm alluding to is when he stole the ball in the last few seconds of that already blowout back in December. Got it over to the Bengal at the buzzer, who scored. That shot misses. And they treated it like a walk-off win, especially after what 22 did to her formerly. Here's Morgan, gets it over the Froz. Takes it again, 20 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3, got it! 79 Eagle points. And all of a sudden, a lot of timeouts this late in the game. Formerly the Bengals was in the game, as I predicted, with 5:18 to go. So was Elijah Santos. Came in for, I think it was Ben Bechet. A lot of changes on the Barrington side, too. Gets it over the number 12. Now 22 to 24 in the quarter. Looking like he's Joe Montana. Gets it over the 22. Now 10 right outside the paint. Bounce pass to 24 is unsuccessful, and the Eagles get the ball back. They scored as many as 81 points in a game this year, I believe. Completely forget who it was against. And they almost match it with a shot from the Bengala. The handyman who's absolutely raked. And any time he's played this year, 22 finally gets his team back to 4. Celebration by 51 points. How about that, huh? I mean, I knew he was going to be a disrespectful guy after what he did to Farmway the last meeting. That's a foul by number 12. I didn't think he'd be that weird. Somebody should have yelled, "Score!" You yelled that in the SLA game, didn't you, Ben? When there was a chance we were going to lose. Here's Pepka, bounce passes it over in the Bengal. Now Faraz, driving forward a bit, and That would have been 2 points worth about $1 million if that sounds true. So they go for the free throws. Okay, we don't need to bang walls during the free throws. Puts the first one through. Here's his second shot. It's a 60-point, oh man, not 60-point, 52-point game anyway, 80-28. Barrington trying to reach the unbelievable milestone of 30. Here's 10, gets it over the 12, and they don't do it this play. Little scramble. 24 has it in the corner, and that was one of the most interesting 3-point shots I've ever seen. BCA ball. I don't know if it was a pass or a shot. Either way, unsuccessful. Now here's Ben Feroz. Driving forward a bit, getting it over to Pepko with 24 on him, waving his arms. Here's Feroz, puts up a 3, misses just short and to the left. And 10 is able to come down with it. Gets it over to number 3. Scores! Okay, I think 22 is just trolling. Obviously, he's not going to celebrate a 50-point game. Hey, they've cut it closer. It was as much as 54 at one point. Pass is tipped. Oh, look at that pass. Oh, my goodness. Here's Santos, who acted like Steph Curry in the JV game with a bunch of threes. And that was a foul on Ben Feroz. You should have seen the JV game. It's not on film because I deleted it too soon. Dude, Elijah was hitting so many threes once they put him in. I think he got team MVP for the game. It was against Grace Baptist, so I'm sure you know who won. Here's Nabengwa. Gets it over to Pepka, whose 3 goes through! Johnny Pepka's on the board, and surely now, they have reached their most points of the season. Here's number 3. And it's intercepted by Ben Feroz, who's driving up the court, and he's fouled. It's like the 4th time that basically the exact scenario, except different people, has happened today. BCA player steals it, drives up, is about to make a great play on the breakaway, and they catch up to him. We saw it with Braden Moraes earlier in the game. We've seen it with Feroz, I believe, twice. First shot goes through. And it's back to a 54-point game. Number 3 comes in. Oh, timeout was taken in between free throws. Here we go, out of the timeout. Rafael Pereira is in the game for the first time all year. Lucas Pereira comes in too. 2:32. Maybe there's enough time to score 8 shots to get to 100. Though you'd know Coach Dan would never want them to do that. I'm just going to call that a false start on number 12. He was like running almost into the paint when Ben was shooting it. He's going to get another shot. Yeah. Intelligently and understandably, they removed 12 from that area. Feroz's shot is good. 55, their biggest lead tonight. Here's 22. Over the, I can't tell who, it was number 1. Number 1. With Feroz on him, gets it back to 10. Paint, shot, got it. It's a 53-point game. Maybe they have enough time to come all the way back. You never know, right? If the Phillies win this game, I'm running all the way back to Pittsburgh. Here's Ben Feroz. Look at this. Ben Feroz couldn't finish it. He ends up on the ground. They still have the ball, though. A chance to capitalize on a great play by Ben Feroz. Here's Pereira, and there's a travel. It's an unfortunate end to a great play. But regardless, you have to appreciate the genius of Ben Feroz in that play. Now here's number 1. The 3 guys near him, gets it over the 22, who misses for the 43rd time this game. That might be a true stat. I have no idea. Here's Ben Faraz, defended by 12. Oh, Ben Faraz gets it over to Johnny Pepka. Now takes it again. Defended by 11. Gets over to Santos, who comes down with it. Back to Faraz. Shoot a three. Shoot a three. Shoot it, Ben. Gets it over to Pepka, who has a three of his own in this game. There's 8 seconds on the shot clock, and he's fouled. And now we'll reset the shot clock. What are they clapping for? They just fouled us. What are you clapping for? What the cringe? Yes. I mean, yeah. He's the guy who tried to go in while the free throw was gone. Johnny Pepka's gonna get 2 free throws and miss the first one. Message to Coach Dan, put Ben Locks in, he really wants to. Second shot misses, and rebounds it. In the last 60 seconds of this game will come the pass. What a steal by Elijah Santos. And that is a travel that gives it back immediately. And apparently Barrington has just won the game. And they called the travel. Still a great steal by Elijah Santos. Gotta give credit where it's due in a game that's already over anyway. Here's 22. Misses for the 44th time. Now 11. Moves to his left, drives forward slightly, gets it back to 1. There's 38 seconds of the game. Gets it over the leaping Santos, and 11 shot goes through. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, we missed like 3 seconds, but it's fine. I think. Because I accidentally dropped my phone. What a disaster that would be. They're just going to let the clock die. There's no point in shooting. It is a 50-point win for the BCA Eagles. The most dominant showing. I barely even had to record this last bit, but it's fine. Ball game over. Eagles win. The Eagles win.